Hi everyone. Today is Saturday, August, April 9, um, 2016, and good afternoon. Um, I'm just doing like a review of the week. Geez, I can't even remember what I did. What I've been focusing on is just a lot of writing, journalizing, and just trying to get my manuscripts all in order because I want to start distributing my materials. I want to go international first, and because I'm getting a lot of people saying, hey, excuse me, um, you know, where's your work? Like, we want it, we want it. And I was going to put all my papers and stuff on an internet site, but somebody said to me, no, don't do that because, again, people plagiarize. So they just said, just put little snippets and like a little teaser. And I thought to myself, no, maybe I'll just put an outline or something, right? So I'm working on getting making my stuff more accessible. And I just wanted to say that, I just been like thinking about some things and where I want to go with my videos, and I'm happy to announce that I'm meeting with some persons to try and acquire 5 buildings, and I want to have like studios in all of those buildings to be able to engage with environmental justice and black feminism issues, and engage with the issues with a directive to also bring solutions into it. And when it comes to issues related to the black community, people got to understand one thing, that we feel very different. Like, if somebody calls us nigger or whatever, some people can laugh, ha ha ha, but we think about a lot of things and we say it in a multidimensional way, and we say how dare you, and then we feel, and then we think about like our children and our significant others, and how this impacts even like our ability to just function. And when I say function, I mean externally function in a system of white supremacy. And yeah, so I just been like, focusing on getting my manuscripts available to the community. I'm just going to, put the videos out as I feel to do them, because sometimes when I try and force myself to speak, it just doesn't come out very good, and I don't want to put garbage up on the net. On the other hand, sometimes it's funny because what you think is garbage could be like, somebody else's dream kind of thing, right? So, yeah, so I just wanted to say that, things are going pretty good. And it's cold where I am, which is good for global warming. But I just need to be somewhere warm, really warm, where I get sunshine, or even if it's cold, just give me the sunshine, because I did make a video before, and I was watching this video and I was like, you know what? People are probably going to think that I'm high or something, and I'm sorry, I don't do that kind of shit. But what it was the intensity from the sun was just so wonderful, and I could feel all of my nerves being stimulated by the natural sunshine. And where I am, we haven't had such bright sunshine, I think, in a couple of days or something like that. And the sun really does impact me, you know in my nervous system, and everything else in sort of my body system and environmental system, um, because I do function in relation to sort of the ecosystem. And it's really sad that we also have to go through these experiences, like as I reflect on what did I do this week, um, that we still have to go through racial profiling. We have to go through biomedical you know incarcerations, and these fucking idiots doing testing on our bodies, and well, we have the right to you know enslave you again. And these people are gonna get it. Like, I would just, it's like, I'm really afraid of guns. I don't like guns. I don't like weapons, and I think losers are actually the ones who use guns. If you really want to get into a fight, fight with your fucking fists. And I'm just thinking about some things, and I'm like, for all that I've lost in my life, I still had something in me or around me to help me to build up this resistance and or a resilience where I could say, you know what, they've knocked me over here, so let me go there again, but I'm going to be stronger. And that's how I seem to approach things. So this past week I did go and see actually the Canadian Olympic trials for swimming, and I was cheering on a black male, and I know his mother from track and field back in the 80s and stuff, 80s, 90s, and so he was competing and he won his heat, which is really good. He's still in high school, and to be competing at that level, I think is really good. So I went to that, and I also saw this really beautiful play called Isu, and it was about how black women experience the Middle Passage. And I saw it on Wednesday, and I was like, you know what, I can't do anything. I just gotta. And it just made me think about a lot of things, like, what is this thing called colonization? Like, it just seems to reinvent itself in all these different ways. And what was really beautiful about this play was that it looked into the problem with judiciary and how that actually worked for black women, and also law enforcement, how that worked for black women. So there's some projects that will come for me as a result of that. What I was telling the audience, and as well as the performers after the piece, is that I love going to these pieces by, her name is DeBee Young, and I'm also scared to go to these pieces because every time I go to a piece, it's like, it sets me off for like 5 years, 10 years. And when I say it sets me off, it just gets me like boom going. And I guess it's not really a bad thing, but it's just feeling that anger and that pain and the knowledge and saying, wow, look at this woman, how she's empowering us. She could keep all this stuff to herself. She could be the biggest bitch out there, but you know what? She's not very approachable. And I'm like, hey, if I can have it within the means to give a little bit more than what they're asking for, you better believe I am going to give a little bit more than what they're asking for. So that's pretty much all for today. Like I said, I'm just working on trying to get my manuscripts more available to the YouTube community and other social media stuff. I've got a Facebook page, and like, one of my friends have like 5,000 friends, and it's like 99% of my friends have at least 5,000, like they're to the max. So if I get just one person interested, that's one person connected to a network of 5,000. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support. I'm going to try and switch up my page a little bit. Like, I found these really sexy cowboy boots, and I'm like, that picture that I have, Living Kitten, it's supposed to be like the sea and moonlight at night, but I want something to kind of brighten up my picture or my channel, so I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And yeah, if you want to email me, go right ahead. Goosecanada, goose is in the bird, Canada is in the country, so goosecanada@gmail.com. I'm also going to put that on my YouTube page and my channel. And you know what, just feel free to just email me, because I'm trying to respond to all these messages, and then I'm saying to myself, oh my gosh, this is like awesome. People are just coming out and saying, look, out of the woodwork, and saying, look, this is just amazing stuff. And some people are like, oh my god, you're an evil to the community. And then some people are like, oh, you fucking nigger, go back to your country. And I'm like, okay, you know what, I just have to keep on listening and keep on working at what I'm doing. So I learn from you, as well as I learn from the engagement. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for watching my videos, and I love doing like product reviews. I'm trying to get into like music reviews now because I do have a special friend, and he's always like, oh, you gotta try arts, and you gotta feel it, not try it, but feel it. And I'm like, okay, how do you feel art? I don't even know how to put together fashion. And so, I've been looking at different things, and, I've been engaging with my spirituality, and in a non-religion way. I'm not religious. And just asking, the ancestors, and, the supremacy of the supreme being, an African conception of the supreme being. Just asking the deities or the universe, and the geese and the birds and the sunshine and nature, just to give me some perspective. And the perspective just says to me, you know what, just continue. And my friend is like, hey, Livin, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta try this. And I'm kind of scared because like his work is really big, and I'm like, he's like, you gotta try this, and I'm like, hell no. Yours is huge. I'm okay with my little mom and pop business here. And so I have a really special friend, and he's really encouraging me to sort of push the bounds, to use terms by Dr. Dana Scott, who is a environmental lawyer and professor, Dr. Dana Scott, sorry, at Osgoode Law School, York University in Toronto, Canada. And he's always saying to me, you gotta try this, you gotta push the bounds. And I'm to the point now where I feel very confident. Not confident, but, well, I've always been confident, but courage. I just didn't have the courage to do it. So I don't know if that's related to confidence or whatever. I'd have to go look in my, the Oxford Concise Dictionary to find out what the heck does this word mean. But things have been going pretty good. Really good. I'm beginning to economize projects. I'm sampling, testing, just waiting. And yeah, just wanted to share that with you. So feel free to just email me. Eventually I'm going to set up a 1-800 number so that people can just call me, and we'll take it from there. And I'll just put it on my YouTube channel. People can just call me, and you want to just talk, we can talk. My phone lines, I'll have them open 24 hours. And let's rock and roll, and let's help each other out. So again, thank you for watching my videos. Have yourselves a really beautiful day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. And goosecanada@gmail.com is my email address. Thanks, bye.